indeed. Difficult call even, especially since both these teams haven't actually won a stage yet this year. So it's going to be interesting to see who will be the first one to do so.
Great start from Giatoli, straight into the middle of the target.
So India starts off with a perfect 30 in their first rotation, and we were kind of talking before the match, and I said USA compound men's team always dangerous to shoot against. They somehow always manage to just pump out some really high scores. So I think this is going to be a pretty exciting match.
Be confident. Nice and relaxed. Yep.
So Sullivan, just 19 years old, the youngest on the team.
Let's go, Jimmy. Good, strong shot. Confident. Yep. Let's go.
Looking very solid, the USA team there. Very calm.
Yeah, although there is like an underlying, almost like nervous feel to the team. They know who they're up against. And shooting against a team from India, especially in the compound division this year, has proven to be very, very difficult.
Just a single point drop by the Indian team. And, an opportunity, perhaps, for the USA. Can they match the 310s they shot in the first rotation?
I kind of want to say opening the door a little bit, but that seems like a bit of a stretch with only 1 point dropped. Although with the level of shooting so far this week, as we see Sawyer Sullivan wrestle his arrow off the bow, I think he might have had a broken knock or a broken vein. Not the fastest shooter on the roster, but what they will have going for them is that Jimmy Lutz is now stepping onto the line, and Jimmy is known to be a puncher, so he just consciously presses the button of his release. So that means that he'll probably be able to get this shot off before the buzzer goes.
Well, start for the USA as well.
Yeah, and that's, I think, what we're going to see throughout the match. He typically doesn't take too long getting his shot off.
Start of the second end, India shooting first, trailing by a single point.
He didn't seem too happy with that, but I think it just clips the line. You could see in the shot that he was trying to at least not drop his bow arm too much, and maybe even get the arrow to go a bit higher than where the side pin was at the moment of release. Difficult to see from the angle that we're sitting at, but I think it has a very good chance to still hit the 10 ring. That one does not.
No, there's clear air between that arrow and the 10. And here we get to see the contrast between Sullivan and Lutz in terms of, well, if nothing else, the timing of the shot.
Yep.
Just gets up to full draw and it's gone.
Yeah, and that's due to their difference in shot approach or technique, where Sawyer Sullivan shoots with a hinge style release and Jimmy Lutz shoots with a trigger release, as Diotale does here. Trigger release meaning there's just a button you have to press and then goes off. The difference between Jimmy Lutz and Pravin Diotale is that Pravin has more of a, like, he squeezes through the shot, whereas Jimmy punches the button. He punches the trigger. Very often people refer to punching as a manifestation of target panic, which is like a mental blockage almost. But well, Jimmy does it deliberately and he does it very well.
Let's go, Sawyer. Nice and smooth, confident shot.
I was gonna say it didn't look like such a bad shot, but Chris was also surprised that that one didn't hit the 10 ring, so I wasn't alone in that.
Yep. Plenty of time, Jimmy. 20 seconds.
The American coach saying plenty of time. James, you've got 20 seconds. He didn't need 10 of them. 118 apiece between India and the USA.
And I feel at this stage in the match, shooting a 9 can happen, but shooting 2 9s in a row might turn out pretty difficult to get back from.
Good focus. Good finish, straight to the target. Yep. Good, strong shot, confident shot, trust it. Good finish. Yep. That's out of the end.
And this is what I was talking about earlier, where India shoots 2 9s and the USA is just walking away with the lead now. If they manage to shoot another 10, they have a 2-point lead for the last 9 arrows to go.
What a group that is for a trio of athletes that don't shoot together very often. They certainly got their team communication up. Important arrows for Diatale, Jauka and Verma.
Let's go, Chris. Good strong shot. Confident shot.
And India doing what they must and putting the pressure on with 3 10s.
Straight to the target.
Yeah, it seemed like a bit of a,
Let's go, Sawyer.
like the shot kind of exploded rather than just broke.
Good, strong, confident shot.
Yeah, it doesn't look happy to see Khrushchev.
Often archers are their own worst critic in situations like these.
Just
It's a chance for a 1-point lead here.
Yeah, he had 30 seconds left when he stepped on the line, and I doubt that he's going to use more than 10. You want to go into the next arrow thinking, okay, I'm going to do as much as I can to get this next arrow into the gold or into the middle and not dwell on the past.
Well, not dwelling on the past here is India as they begin end number 4 with a 10. And they have this match in their hands at the moment with the pressure from the last end seemingly hitting Schaff and Lutz particularly hard.
But what you can hear the mic picking up is some rain coming down in this last end of the match. You can see that they're looking for shelter under that big umbrella.
Let's go.
Not without drama this one. We knew it was a tight one to call. The USA have led. It's all square coming into this, but how will
finish,
Schaff
straight to
and
the
Lutz
target.
recover from a couple of lines in
Trust
the
it.
last end?
Let's go, Sawyer. Good, strong shot. Confident. Trusted. Good finish, straight to the target. Nice and smooth. Yep, there it is. X. Let's go, Jimmy.
Yeah, not dwelling on the past is something that Chris is currently struggling with quite a lot. It makes sense because
Good,
if
strong
you're
shot.
shooting 9s and you're not certain why you're shooting 9s, it can get very, very frustrating.
Hello, hello.
Straight right.
That
Straight right.
has really opened the door here for India.
At this point, all they need to do is keep it within the gold.
Confidence. Tight. Confident, patient still.
There's a little bit of a wobble there,
Yep.
but he puts his teammate Abhishek Verma in a very good position here.
10.
Anything more than a 7,
Shot nikalna bhi hai.
and this is done.
6, 5.
Time running out, but into the 10 for a perfect finish from India. An absolutely supreme way to take the gold medal. Tough moment now for the USA, right?
Yeah, that first 9 by Chris kind of opened the door up a little bit, but then I think something must have happened to either Jimmy's equipment or to his shooting to make that arrow go into the 8. But he was very surprised, and he's constantly looking at his equipment, thinking what can be the matter here. But yeah, that just took all the pressure off of the Indian team, and they sailed through.
Yep. 20 seconds. Right back.
Well, a curious 56 for the USA, but I think this match was turned around on end number 3 with 2 9s, just 2 9s from the USA, but from Schaff and Lutz, who shot those 9s, basically didn't recover from them, dwelled on it too long. But hats off to the Indian team. They've done it again. First win this season, as you say, but this growing confidence within the team has brought them to this gold medal here in Paris.